Carl here from Games, Brains and Headbanging Live, gbhblofficial for short, and it's album review time. It's a long-awaited and much-anticipated industrial metalcore behemoths Heriot are releasing their debut full-length album, Devoured by the Mouth of Hell, on September 27th, 2024 via Century Media Records. Yeah, debut, can you believe it? And this much hype would be the undoing of most bands, let's be honest. Unable to match expectations, crumbling under the pressure and failing to capitalise on all the buzz. Few bands could handle it, but importantly too, few bands actually deserve it. Guess what? You know where I'm going with this, of course. Heriot are not like other bands, but you already know this. There's been ample time to discover this band, experience their emphatic noise in all its glory, catch them live all over, decide if you are on board. This debut album has been long awaited, and chances are you and so many others are already all in. But does it and can it live up to the hype? How do you sate the hunger people have for Heriot heaviness and carnage? Simply by brutalising the senses with an opening track called Foul Void. A ferociously heavy and frighteningly filthy listen. An opener that can be summed up as not being for the faint-hearted, although that certainly applies to the album overall too. Heriot aren't changing who they are to be more accessible as their name grows. They're still an intensely nasty bunch, and their heavy bar has been set at a very high place. Harm Sequence is next, in the intensity that Heriot showed in the opening is enhanced here as the group get faster, wilder and even more scathing sounding. The thrashy undertones are very cool, and a brief but violent guitar solo is an unexpected treat, but this album is filled with treats. Followed then by Opaline and Siege Lord, the former having a more dreary and dramatic melodic tone, showcasing ethereal clean vocals and dropping some substantial weighty instrumental sounds when the time calls for it, whereas the latter is a thick, mucky, dangerous and destructive blast of savagery that aims to show the listener just how much this band has developed when it comes to combining horror-laden industrial sounds with unforgiving heaviness. One of the best tracks in the entire album, and the vocals are outstanding here. Variety is a key component of Heriot, of course, and even when they are at their most chaotic sounding, such as how they deliver Siege Lord, somehow they make every bout of brutality sound fresh. They make every trud through filthy waters buoyant, and they make every dark turn illuminating. Even when they're at their most moodiest, such as the instrumental thrum and scowling vocals of Solvent Gaze, it is utterly addictive stuff. How about some really gnarly stuff though? Lashed brings back the clean, dreamlike vocals, but Heriot put this track into deeper industrial territories, and it makes for downright uncomfortable listening. Whereas at the Fortress Gate is a pit song through and through. Heriot at the most in-your-face sounding from both an instrumental and vocal perspective. Violently brutal with crunchy breakdowns. The hardcore heavy side of the fan base is going to love this one. It's been an utter delight of an album, and that thought process isn't changing, not when haunting and atmospheric efforts like Visage and aggressive noise efforts like Mourn are offered up. Both are incredible, sounding unique even in the context of this album, with layers upon layers of Heriot detail. Heriot twists and Heriot turns. In many eyes, rightfully so, they're already superstars. In my eyes, I certainly think they are. But naysayers, the proof is in this album. The hype is real. Heriot are the next big thing, if you want to use that outdated terminology. I don't know why I said it. I don't even like using that, but it's Heriot, because what is the next big thing? There's no such thing, but Heriot is certainly one that are going to grab a lot more attention and be shooting up bills, playing bigger venues, commanded bigger spots on festivals. I guess that's the next big thing. Either way, it's Devoured by the Mouth of Hell, an incredible debut album from Heriot, out on September 27th, 2024. Check it out, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at gbhbl. Just search for gbhbl and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.